Hey everybody, welcome back. Hey, I thought I'd show you our chicks that we have here. I didn't really make a video on it when we got them, but we've had them about 3 weeks now, and you can see they're kind of getting to their little scruffy stage there, starting to get some feathers. Still got their fuzz on them, but yeah, I just cleaned them out. Freshened up their bedding and all that good stuff. So I thought while I was out here, I'd kind of show you what's going on with them. Doing pretty good. We've got 10 of them in there, and they're doing real good. We've got a couple of white leghorns, a couple of silver lace Wyandottes, a couple of Isa Browns, and then there's a couple of Orpingtons, and I don't remember which ones they are, or which type of Orpington. I can't remember for the life of me what they are, but I'm going to take a look at them. Everything that's going on, with backyard chickens and the feed problems and all that kind of stuff. We happened to cross these at Rural King one evening, and my wife and I just decided we may as well get some and have them. We get some eggs out of them down the road, and that'll be great. We won't have to buy eggs. Not looking for really big business on this or anything, but why not have your own if you can? We do have some out in the barn already that are probably about 4 months old. So these eventually will get big enough, and we'll add them in with the other girls. We've got 5 hens in the barn that we get eggs from now. We hatched those. Actually, my wife hatched those about 4 months ago, and she hatched 7 of them, and we ended up with 2 hens from that, and at the same time we had bought 3 other hens to go with them to have an even 10. So those 5 are laying now. They just started laying about a week and a half ago. So we started to get a few eggs, maybe about an egg or maybe 2 a day. It's very sporadic right now because we're just coming into laying. But yeah, so here you are. Here's our new batch. And look forward to them getting big enough to add in with the others. These should be pretty well, hopefully they're all hens this time. I say it ended up with 5 roosters out of the 7 that my wife hatched. That kind of stunk. So yeah, here we are. Like I say, I thought I'd bring you guys over here and take a look at that. Our brooder, if you're interested, is nothing but an old rabbit hutch. You don't have to be fancy with this stuff. You can kind of use just about anything. We found this, I'll be perfectly honest, somebody threw this out. It was on the side of the road, and I scooped it up and just kind of modified it. The bottom's just kind of storage down there. They have no access, as if, like, the rabbits would have had a ramp to get down to the bottom tier. We don't do that. We just built a floor in it, took the roof off, and we use that for our little brooder. And you can see they do just fine. It's enough room for them until they're big enough to move on and go out to the barn with the others. Actually, there'll be like an intermediate. We have like a prefab coop that's out in the back that would be an intermediate for them. If we don't want them in there too small. Obviously, they might get beat up a little bit. So we'll probably transition them into the prefab coop that's outside the barn and go from there. So I just have a little chicken wire on one side here, and then I just use a couple of old fireplace screen doors just to to keep on top, keep them in there, and keep them happy. Got a little foil on there just to kind of reflect a little heat back at them from the lamp there. We'll be able to take that away here pretty soon. On the warmer days, I've been shutting it off and letting them get kind of acclimated to not having it. And then here in the next probably week, we'll just eliminate it altogether, and they should be good to start getting used to the colder air and that, and for when they get outside into the barn and that. So there you are, guys. When they get a little bigger and we get them transitioned out to the other little coop outside, I'll bring you along with that and show you what that's about, and then on to getting them in the barn at a later time. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully if you guys can score some yourself, it's not a bad idea, I don't think, to have some birds for yourself. The way things are going nowadays, I feel like you need to do a little something if you can do it. These guys, if you do a half a dozen or something like that, they don't take up a lot of space. You could some of those prefab coops, or if you're handy, you could make something up yourself out of pallets or something, maybe for a little coop and a small run if you're able to. Don't have a lot of property or something like that, but not a bad idea to get yourself some birds and have on hand. Times are weird. All right, guys. Thanks for coming along. We'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching.